Hi, yes, this is my pitch. Early last year, my parents were in a state of advanced dementia and had to move to a care home. My mum died there after 6 months, and my dad, now 97 years old, is still there, still grieving. I have fallen in love with the place. I have looked after my parents well, and I enjoy my visits. I even run an entertainment programme there once a week. As I got to know the staff and the residents and heard of what actually goes on in these places, I realised what a fantastic comic potential there was for a drama. Over to me. Well, I've been creative all of my life and I've achieved a lot, though probably not with anything that you would have heard of. I have dabbled before with script writing, including a drama that interested a top London agent and a nativity pantomime, but got distracted with other pursuits such as writing books, computer games and educational software. Now, after creating a film script involving the care home, then a second, then a third, I realised what I had was a TV series. The writing bit was an absolute joy for me and came so naturally that the complex project took just under 5 weeks, part-time, to write. Does this make me deluded or a genius? Only time will tell. Over to the drama. Ash Tree Heights is a 6-part comedy TV drama set in a rundown care home and featuring 4 residents who are dragged from a world of comfort to one where they have to fight a state-sponsored conspiracy, help to heal a seaside community and rescue London from a cult group bent on disruption. The cast of characters is taken mainly from the 50s to the 70s age group, though there's a fair distribution over the other demographics. The heroes are a grumpy widower, a wheelchair-bound lady who loves detective novels, an ex-Butlins redcoat and his best friend who used to work in security. They are supported mainly by a warm, funny but completely disorganised lady care home manageress and her assistant, who is a perfect foil to her. Both of these characters are based on the actual management team that I work with, who are very enthusiastic about this project and are the source of many entertaining stories. But of course there must be a compelling plot. And the story begins when it is discovered that a closed-off part of the care home building has been secretly purloined by a shadowy government agency intent on deprogramming sons and daughters of wealthy influencers to make them compliant citizens. This facility is run by a comedy madman and his accomplices. Our 4 heroes find out about this and devise a plan to rescue the kidnapped kids and expose the whole sordid business, helped by a quirky and engaging cast of accomplices. But in the process, the Institute leave behind a secret room where an experimental chemical is still active. Our heroes are exposed to this and are endowed with unusual gifts. Not the usual superpowers from the Marvel universe, but instead gifts of compassion, wisdom, encouragement and secret knowledge. This ultimately leads them to a seaside resort that has a broken heart, where they have to use their powers to discern the situation and fix it. This involves interactions with homeless men, shopkeepers, football supporters and a star footballer and his girlfriend. To add spice, they are at the same time followed by the antagonists from the Busted Institute intent on revenge, as well as covert agents from The Farm, the secret laboratory that invented the mind-bending chemical, who want to kidnap them and analyse them. The final chase sequence in this section includes a hilarious wheelchair chase along a seafront. 6 months later, after their gifts had faded away, they come back with a vengeance. They are 180 degrees out of kilter. Our heroes now have gifts of indifference, idiocy, discouragement and bad secret knowledge. This takes them on a thrilling adventure where one of them becomes a guru to a deluded terrorist group and the others befriend a talking elephant head with the voice of Patrick Stewart and are helped by reformed agents from The Farm who are unwittingly exposed to another mind-bending chemical. This one reverts them to versions of themselves as 7-year-olds, a la Haribo adverts. It's this chemical that the terrorists wish to introduce to London streets, disguised in water bottles in order to spread confusion. The Farm send armed agents to kill both them and our 4 heroes, one of whom has been fitted out with a turbocharged wheelchair, a cross between the James Bond Aston Martin and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The final confrontation takes place on London's South Bank. In the final scene, a prominent politician visits the care home to visit the heroes, and we finish and it turns out that they have all been exposed to the chemical, and we finish the last episode with them playing It Chase and the care home manager contemplating bringing in a nanny to sort them out. Well, I believe there are a number of distinctives on offer here. Firstly, I am a bit older, I would imagine, than the usual wannabe scriptwriters. I'm 68 and a quarter, with a wife, 3 grown-up sons and 3 grandchildren. I have a passion for writing scripts, a gift that has nothing to do with any chemical I may have accidentally imbibed in a dodgy room in a secret institute. My passion is not just wrapped up in the current project, but with a desire to be a new, or old, voice that could offer something different to the world of TV dramas. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm a maverick. I even produce a weekly vlog, here we are, called The Disruptor. Though I'm as mild-mannered and as shy as they come, I put life and soul into everything I do. Just ask my poor, long-suffering wife. I represent a voice that is currently underrepresented, perhaps even misrepresented, as an active Christian. Though to be honest, I'm a thorn in the flesh to the UK Church through the 30-something books that I've written. You can Google me and find out more. And that my last 2 books were under the alias of Alex Martin. We all write from our chosen or inherited mindset, and should not be afraid, despite the current mindset, of other views, but instead seek for mutual understandings and acceptance. I'm serious enough in my intentions to enrol with a rather pricey, though undoubtedly most satisfying, Avalon Residential TV scriptwriting week in July with Lisa Holdsworth and Claire Bennett, who I'm very much looking forward to meeting. My desire in terms of scriptwriting is to produce TV dramas that are funny, relevant and entertaining, but also free from overindulgence in sex, violence and bad language. Does that make me a dinosaur? Or could there be a movement back to what was once termed family values, without descending into triteness and cringe? Is there a place somewhere for the likes of me? I think I have much to offer if any of you are willing to take a chance on me. Ends.